Hey everybody, this is Erica from the Classy Climb blog. It is about two computers up over here, 2:30 in the morning, and you're going, why are you up at 2:30 in the morning? Well, I am finishing writing blogs and editing a few stories that are going to go into some books and just building my future, right? And a lot of people say, Erica, just tell me 4 ways to make money online. Just give it to me straight. All right, are you ready? I'm about to give it to you straight. 4 ways to make money online. But first, definitely check down below for the Classy Climb School, courses on how to start a business from scratch, how to grow your income, and how to live a life you want to love and deserve. So back to our topic. And this video might not be short, so prepare yourself. So 4 ways that we are going to make money online are going to be a blog, a podcast, YouTube, or books, write books. Okay, and people are gonna go, what, that's it? Yeah, again, a blog, a podcast, YouTube, write books. These are some of the 4 most mainstream ways. And I mean, you can see a Grant Cardone, a Gary Vee, and all these people, yes, they have other businesses behind them, but those podcasts, those books, those businesses make a ton of money as well. There's a lot of lower, smaller name people who make a ton, who, sell 10,000 books. They may never be inside of a Barnes and Nobles. And they're selling for $10 a pop off their website. There's travel bloggers who every year or every 6 months drop another travel book on their personal website to their email list. And they're raking in $10,000 to $20,000, sometimes $70,000. It depends. Some of those books can sell forever, year after year after year. And the book thing, what I tell people is there's countless stories that I'll write a big blog article about where couples had troubles or incidents where they needed money, and they just start saying, I'm a writer. I always used to love to write. Why don't I write? Oh, because I'm not big published name. No, I'm going to self-publish. And honestly, people that really make the income, they self-publish up every 30 to 60 days, usually 60 to 90, but 60 to 90 days. And it's like little pops of notch. It's not this launch system that people are developing, like I'm going to launch to all these people so they know me. It's just launching to their core consistent readers. And sometimes every, 60 days, they're launching to 7,000 people or 5,000 people on an email list or 400 people on an email list, and 90% of those people are buying. So every couple months they get another 10 grand, 5 to 10 grand boost in their pocket. It happens. Romance and mystery novels, they make a killing on Amazon. People have huge followings. So don't overlook being a writer. That's what you love to do. Yes, work your full-time job till you can have more cushion from the writing, but don't give up your dream. Find the time, So another one is your blog. Your blog is a way to express yourself, to carry people with your journey. I love family blogs. I love interracial couple blogs, Christian blogs. These are some of the biggest sellers out there in YouTube world and blogging. They make all the money usually with sponsors, it seems like, but there's plenty of money out there for everybody else, but they make a bulk of the money. A lot of mommy bloggers get a lot of free stuff. I mean, they get Pampers, they get tasters, they get toys. I mean, a lot of stuff is coming into their home, and they're getting a lot of views and families sharing the journey of, it's hard sometimes to have children, it's hard to be married, and they're sharing that journey with people. And along the way, they sell things, here and there, or they're sponsors, or they hold up items. And trust me, if they're in a YouTube video holding up items, it's anywhere from $5,000 to $20,000 is what a sponsor is paying them. Think about that. You know how many times people hold up stuff in a video? Have you ever watched some video and somebody shows you an outfit and some other camera and some other something they got from somebody? Like, they've held up 20 things in a video and you didn't even notice. So you may be thinking, why is this video 30 minutes long on YouTube? And then you're like, oh my gosh, she's held up like 20 things, It happens all the time. And so 20 times, let's say every sponsor paid her $5,000. She made $100,000 with that one video. So of course they promote their videos on Facebook. Of course they promote their videos on YouTube to get lots of views, because there's money there. There's lots and lots of money there Do not overlook it. If you want examples, look up Mimi Icon and Alice Icon, her husband. They're very forthcoming about, they make 6 figures from their hair business for sure. They make about probably 7 figures at this point from the hair business, seven big figures, because it's international. But they make 6 figures to almost, I dare say they make 7 figures from their YouTube channel. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and concrete and not, and the way for you to learn a lot of this is go on socialblade.com. And socialblade.com is just giving you the idea of what they make out of AdSense money. And when you see the AdSense money, that's just a part. Like, a lot of people go, oh, they don't make a lot in AdSense. You didn't notice the 20 things they held up in the video making $100,000. Okay, so that's what you should be focused on, is like people that make these videos once a week and then they have like 20 items they're holding up. Pay attention to those people, okay? Next one. But yeah, about your blog, let it be a soft sell. Let the opportunity come for you to share links on, this is how I did it, this is my process, I put this course together. Just share it with people. You don't have to hard sell them. People that have been following you for a long time, you can send them an email in your email marketing campaign and go, hey, this is another opportunity for you guys to take advantage. Here's 70% off, 80% off. If you haven't pushed the button yet to buy something or to change your life, why haven't you? Please send me an email below. Just, you have really soft ways of doing it. I love Ramit Sethi. He cracks me up because he's always like, if you haven't bought anything from me in 7 years, or you haven't started a business after 7 years of being on my blog, please unsubscribe, please get off. And I love that because it's like a true call to action, a true call to, like, you're reading this blog, you're observing this blog. Do you want to start a business? Do you want to change your life? Do you? Or are you a person that just wants to read this stuff? Which is fine. Let people read and live in fantasy land, but don't ever let them tell you they couldn't do the same as you, because they've had 7 years to think about it, okay? And blogs get sponsors just as well, and people sell ad space on blogs, and it's a great long-term way to live. Trust me, I know many friends who write for newspapers and magazines and online businesses from just having a really great blog. And they can chart their work. They look at how many, I've wrote over 500 articles. I've wrote articles in other magazines. I would love to write for you guys. And boom, they're writing in that magazine. And what happens is people look at them online or see them and they go, oh great. I'm gonna do A, B, and C with this person. Or I'm gonna check out their other work. That happens all the time. I think we're YouTube. YouTube, I talked a little bit about Media Icon and them and how people are getting the money from the sponsors. But overall, YouTube is like an ad commercial. Like, this video is going up on YouTube, and it's going to be a long one, and I'm okay with that. But it's going up on YouTube, and it's like a video that will play forever. It will make money forever. There are people with videos from 2009 or was it, some of them were 2011, and I see the video has 5 million views and the person quit making YouTube videos. But that one video still is making them money. It's still making people Google them. It's still making people follow them. They're still highly ranked on Google rankings. So, don't overlook the power of video. I have over 790 videos at this point on YouTube. And a lot of people come into this journey and find me all different places, like, hey, I saw this video, and I'm like, oh, that video is like 2 years old, dude. And so I always say, check out my new stuff, or check out the blog, or go check out stuff. But it's an advertising method. It's an all forever video ad, and you can be your own Oprah. You can have your own network if you want a Grant Cardone style. Have your own online network of TV shows and things you do, and blogging and following yourself and showing people your life. It's a really great thing, and the reason I do YouTube heavy the way I do is because I feel like there's not enough positive images of people. We have a lot of negative. We have a lot of sad Debbie Downer stories on YouTube, and we need more positive. We need more positive. We need more uplifting. We need more people showing, hey, this is how you start a business. This is how you grow a business. This is how you enjoy life. Because allowing me to have a blog, write books, and have this YouTube channel has allowed me to live life in other ways. Spend more time with my family. My sister just had a baby, and I get to spend all this time with his nephew. Yes, I'm going to travel the rest of the year because that's kind of what my schedule will be anyway. But because I'm not shackled to a 9 to 5 which a lot of times becomes a 6 to 6. If you think about it, you get up 6 in the morning, the process of getting ready, the process of getting through traffic, and then the process of trying to leave the office by 5 and get through 5 o'clock traffic, it usually becomes a 6 to 6 for people. So you got paid for 8 hours, but you worked 12. So put that in your mindset. You know, there's nothing wrong with a job. I talk about it in all my videos. I've been down and out before, and you need a job sometimes. And if you're starting a blog and you're starting a podcast or you're starting on YouTube, keep the job, use the job to pay for advertising, to grow your audience, period. Like, use the job for what it is. Use it, you know, for the information. I mean, I used one of my jobs to learn how to start one of my businesses, which was how to turnkey apartments, how to service apartments, right? Because I saw a company paying out $500,000 a year to a company that all they were doing were painting and light construction. They weren't doing heavy lifting and changing and reshaping and redesigning a whole apartment complex. They just lived in a market where people wanted a very perfect, nice apartment complex. Like, it had to be painted to the T, and it had to be cleaned up to the T. So they took advantage of it. They made sure they had cleaning staff, and they had a painting crew and a light construction crew. So once I learned that, like how simple that was, I just copied and mimicked the same way I'm telling you about how to make money online. It's a very simple system, you know. So again, podcast is mostly sponsors, interviewing other big name influencers, also recording the podcast I think is important, video wise, just because it's something about it. You know, the podcast is great. People are in their car, like I said, 6 to 6. So really they're 12 hours of their day is spent working, you know, but they can listen to Pandora at work. They can listen to YouTube at work. They can listen to a podcast at work. Sometimes you can't listen to certain stations. And so the podcast can be played at the gym. The podcast can be played on the way to work. All these different things. You know, a lot of people's cars are set up so the phone can connect to the car and vice versa, and Wi-Fi in the car. So podcasts have a huge impact, and listening to that person talk, eventually the people are going to purchase books or courses that person is selling. Check out Pat Flynn, prime example. There's a podcast there, but there's also a lot of video recording of his stuff. It's a big world out there, and you could definitely make a dent. But again, the 4: write books, a blog, YouTube, a podcast. Okay. And you have to be consistent. You can't, if you're going to blog twice a week, fine. You don't have to blog every day. I know Ray Higdon blogs every day. I think he was doing it for twice a day, but I think that was just to get up in the Google rankings for people to know who he was, which is fine. That's a way to do it. You kind of get burnt out sometimes. I think a really cool way is Paula Pant. She writes 1 article a month, and then she just promotes the crap out of it, which is great. And they're usually really, really long blog articles. So it's not like a short thing, it's a long blog article. So again, my personal why of why I get up and blog, why I write the books I write, because I like writing, why I put together courses to help other people, is because I just see too many people saying I'm broke and I'm broken down and I'm about to lose my home and I can't get further ahead. What's the problem here, Erica? And I wish someone had taken me aside, mentor me with the same type of videos I give other people, because I would have been like, oh, okay, weight off my shoulders. You know, if I realized all I had to do was save $25 a week for a whole year, I would have had $1,300 in my bank account. Now you may say that's not a lot of money, Erica, but 63% of Americans don't even have $1,000 in their savings account. So it's important to about 63% of Americans. So that's a huge number. That's millions and millions of people who are out there. Like, if a car accident happens, if something happens, a fire happens to their apartment, their house, if something happens, they are in a dire strait. They are destitute, almost homeless at this point. So it's important. So my why is I want to buy a 12 to 50 unit apartment complex. That was my why. I want to buy, and I want to buy in Dallas or Houston or honestly, Charlotte, North Carolina. Those are some great places. If I have to, Tampa. But those are my cities I want to buy apartment complex in. I want to travel for long periods of time. I want to be able to go to Italy for 2 weeks or Paris for 2 weeks, or I want to go to Alaska for 2 weeks. You know, I used to live there. You know, my brother, half brother, is still from there. You know, I want to be able to go jump on skip lag, pack a bag, and go. And what I mostly need is my cell phone, my laptop, and my selfie stick. or my stand or my tripod stand, and I can make videos wherever I go. I can record my journeys wherever I go. I can, type up articles wherever I go because my business is on autopilot. I can type up articles before I go and make sure they drop every, my 3 times a week, So it's a lot of opportunity there. It depends on how you build it. And if you look at Lewis Howes, you look at Elliot Huss especially. Elliot Huss is a great example of 5-year journey. It's the 3 to 5 year mark where somehow you become a crossover and lots of people know you. You're in a lot of homes, a lot of online stuff, and people start purchasing from you in big chunks. Now you can jump on Facebook and be YouTube famous for 20 grand. Well, let me say that again. Like, let's say if you want to be the Ty Lopez, if you had $1 million and you want to be the Ty Lopez, you can do that for about $1 million, okay? Between YouTube and Facebook ads, you can do it very quickly. Example, if you want to be Facebook famous, you can be Facebook famous for about 20 grand credit card. Yeah, you can put together maybe, I'd say you can put together 100 ads if you want to be honest. You can do it, have 100 different ads running at a time. But people will pick 3 big ones and then they'll just drop 20,000 on those. And then boom, they're Facebook famous. They're all over Facebook. They have tons of likes and yada, yada, yada. Same thing with YouTube. I tell you, it's so cheap to advertise on YouTube. It's silly, like, very, very, very cheap. So, having a business, having me have a blog, having the YouTube channel allows me to relax and be soft and be up at 2:30 in the morning and not cry about it because, I'm about to go to the gym after this video is over and go work out at 3:30 in the morning when no one's there, and then leisurely come to the house, maybe go to Panera Bread, and enjoy life. And a lot of this, people who are making money online, I'm noticing, what do I do? I have this $200,000, now what do I do with it? And I always tell people, have a bigger why. My why has always been to buy an apartment complex and to have the down payment for an apartment complex. So each his own. I feel, if you say you buy a couple of duplexes, now you have this consistent income regardless of how your blog's doing or your YouTube channel's doing. You forever have this income. So you have to invest it and find a way to invest it. So again, 4 ways to make money online. Thank you for watching this really long video. It is a blog. It is a YouTube channel. It is a podcast. And it is writing books. You can travel the world and enjoy this income that will keep coming in forever. So this is Erica, Classy Climb Blog. You guys have a great night.